last year. That's a 1% increase, if you're wondering, from 2023. Now, the Trump administration has been considering new policies to encourage women to, get this, have more babies, including giving $5,000 in cash to each woman who gives birth. Joining us now to discuss this is, well, so nice we had to bring her back twice. Yes, Jessica Ledingham, federal litigator, attorney, and mom, back here on the Live Zone. Good to see you 2 days in a row, Jessica.
See you too. Thank you so much for having me, Guy. And I love that you pointed out the mom part. Today in Montgomery County, it's Bring Your Child to Work Day, so my son is actually here with me.
Oh, how cool is that? You put him in camera. Let's wave at him so we can say hi real quick. Come on in. There you go, buddy. Good to see you. I got to be proud of mom. Speaking of mom, boy, do we have a lot to talk about. I'm curious. You heard me make mention of President Trump now offering moms-to-be, if you will, $5,000 in order to have a baby. Your take on the president's proposal?
So I think it's ambitious and lofty of President Trump. We all know birth rates are down. They are the lowest they have ever been. And it's not just in the United States. It's across the board except for the country of Israel. So I think this is him trying to say, I see a problem. And earlier this year, he was trying to help make IVF more accessible. So I really think that this is him trying to do an outreach with the public. I don't think that this is going to pass, and I do not think that this is an actual idea that would get anything done, which is why I don't think we could see this passing in the future.
Yeah, it's really interesting how folks are responding to this. I can tell you Mr. Art Kaplan, a professor of medical ethics at the New York University School of Medicine, said, quote, "If you're really interested in babies, there are plenty of immigrants here whose kids are being deported." Yet again, a shot at President Trump. Your response to that?
I understand where Mr. Kaplan is coming from. However, I think that he's not giving the president enough due credit here. Look, the president is trying to get American citizens to have babies, not just in this generation, but in future generations. You know, we're trying to fix a problem. Kids, young adults keep having less and less children. So I think he's trying to fix a problem. You know, I don't think he wants to import babies in, but I do understand Mr. Kaplan's criticism.
Well, it's no secret, but during the pandemic, President Biden raised the child tax credit. However, it was only for 1 year. I should make mention Congress did not renew it. Trump also doubled the child tax credit during his first term from $1,000 to $2,000. It appears both presidents have really got to focus on, well, let's say children, if you will.
Well, first of all, it's a great strategy. You want to incentivize people to vote for you, and a lot of people have children. Secondly, I think a tax credit is a lot more feasible and positive than a one-time bonus. If you do a one-time bonus of only $5,000, especially when it costs around $500,000 to raise a child, you're really, you know, trying to incentivize people that don't have a lot of income of actually having a baby. Meanwhile, the tax credit says, look, here's a small incentive for you raising the child year after year. And on that point, I think President Trump should really be trying to incentivize IVF more than, you know, trying to get people that want a $5,000 boost. You know, if he was to help people buy an egg or other types of donations such as those, I think it would be more beneficial because a lot of people can't have children, and that's another epidemic we're dealing with.
Well, the critics are coming out of the woodworks, as they say. Since Trump has been in office, $1 billion in funding for schools and food banks, well, to buy food, literally cut. So, should the focus be on that and not paying people to procreate?
I think that's an interesting question, an excellent question, Guy. I think absolutely we have a problem all around where we need to make sure that our children can actually eat and they actually have good education. So I think if you fix that problem, people will be more willing to procreate, because I can tell you from experience, they're extremely, extremely expensive.
All right. Yet again, Jessica Ledingham, federal litigator and attorney. Hey, Jessica, do me a favor. Bring your son back in the screen, the shot there for me. Buddy, do me a favor.
Hello.
Say, you're watching the Live Zone. We'll be right back.
You're watching the Live Zone. We'll be right back.
Love it.